You know how sometimes you realize something totally normal to you is just, well, baffling to someone else?
Uh-huh.
Well, for a lot of people learning English, that baffling thing, it's often English humor.
Right. Like, why do we laugh when it's just drizzling outside?
Exactly. Or what's the whole deal with dad jokes? They're like, everywhere but why? It feels like you need a secret decoder ring sometimes.
And that's pretty much what we're digging into today. Think of this as decoding mission.
I like that. Mission accepted.
We want to unpack those, unspoken rules, the cultural stuff behind English humor, so you can navigate it a bit better. Maybe even try out a joke yourself.
Feel a bit more confident with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to guide us, we've been looking at this really interesting episode from English with
Oh,
Confidence.
yeah, the one called The Secret Rules of English Humor, Why Natives Laugh at Nothing.
Ah, that's the one. It's got some great examples that really shine a light on why the things we find funny might seem, well, just weird.
Definitely. And it kicks off with this idea, which I found fascinating, of three unwritten rules, like a foundation for English humor.
Okay, let's break those down. Rule number one, according to the source, self-deprecation is king.
Absolutely central.
Right, like
Yeah.
the example they give saying, I'm not lazy, I'm in energy-saving mode. That gets a chuckle, doesn't it?
Yeah, it lands.
But if you just said to someone, you're stupid, well, that's obviously just rude.
Totally offensive.
But flip it. Say, I'm stupid about something you did, and suddenly, it's funny. Comedy gold, apparently. Have you noticed that phenomenon?
Oh, absolutely. The episode really highlights this, making fun of yourself, your own little flaws. It's just safer, more acceptable, maybe even kind of endearing in a lot of English-speaking places.
Schaefer, yeah. And maybe less arrogant.
Exactly. It avoids that feeling of boasting. It kind of levels the playing field. Like you're showing humility.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like saying, look, I don't take myself too seriously. Okay, so rule two from the source, the drier, the better.
Ah, yes. The deadpan delivery.
This one always gets me. It's that understatement, isn't it?
It really is. The episode contrasts British style, like saying great weather if you're a duck, with absolutely no expression.
Uh-huh. Poker face.
With maybe a more, American style, like I told my plants to grow, they didn't listen, which has a bit more energy to it.
Right. It's that lack of a big flashing sign saying, this is the punchline.
Yeah, it's key, isn't it?
Yeah.
The joke is almost hiding. You have to be kind of in on it. The episode uses that word deadpan for the British example, but it's subtle.
It is subtle, and you could totally miss it if you're waiting for a big laugh track moment.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen. Blank stares.
Exactly. The humor is often in that, like, ironic gap between what's said and what's real. You have to work for it a little bit. Maybe it's a bit more intellectual in that way.
Could be. Okay, third rule. This one is brilliant. Puns are painful, but
Okay.
required.
Oh, the pun paradox. Yes.
This love-hate thing is so real. Does that resonate with you? Totally. The example they used was perfect. I used to be a baker, but I needed a change.
Oh, God.
Groans. See? The episode says groans success. It's not actually failure. It's like the expected reaction.
It's like you have to acknowledge how bad it is, but you also kind of respect the effort. It's weird.
It is weird,
Yeah.
but definitely a thing you'll encounter. So yeah, the big three: make fun of yourself, keep it dry, and embrace the terrible puns.
Got it. Now, the episode also talks about cultural comedy landmines.
Ooh. Yeah, this is where it gets potentially tricky. Because what works in one English-speaking country might just bomb or
Or
work.
offend someone, yeah.
Yeah,
What makes Brits laugh might make Americans gasp, or Australians just stare.
exactly. The source points out British humor often goes dark, plus that deadpan thing we mentioned.
Like the example, at least the funeral was sunny. Apparently that gets chuckles in the UK.
It can, yeah. Whereas, say, in the U.S., that might just feel wrong, inappropriate.
That comfort with slightly morbid stuff, combined with the dry delivery, it's a specific flavor.
It really is.
Yeah.
Then you've got American humor, which the episode describes as more loud and obvious.
The example was classic, take my wife, please, with that sort of imagined boomer laugh track.
Yeah, often more direct. Clear setup, clear punchline. Maybe more exaggerated sometimes. Not better or worse, just different wavelength.
Definitely different wavelengths. And then there's Australian humor, described as self-roast plus near-death.
Laughs. Yeah, that description is great.
The example, I wrestled a kangaroo. Lost, obviously. And apparently that gets a standing ovation.
It captures that spirit, doesn't it? Extreme self-deprecation mixed with this casual attitude towards, like, ridiculous danger.
It's a very specific blend. So faced with all these differences, what do? The episode has a great pro tip.
Ah, yes, the safety net.
If you're not sure whether something's funny or appropriate, laugh quietly and nod.
The universal I'm trying to fit in signal.
It works.
It really can save you. Okay, so keeping those cultural things in mind,
Yeah.
why do these jokes actually work? And maybe why our own attempts sometimes fall flat? Well, the episode breaks down a few mechanics. One is the unexpected twist.
Ah, the element of surprise.
Yeah, like, I'm great at sleeping. Oh, wait, that's not a skill. It's that little subversion of what you expect.
That little mental jolt. Catches you off guard. Makes sense. It's clever, not necessarily loud.
Exactly. Another element, the awkward pause.
Oh, I know this one. The silence after a truly terrible joke.
Right. And then someone just goes, so anyway. The episode suggests the awkwardness itself can become funny.
It's funny because it's uncomfortable. We've all been there, right? That cringy silence. Making that the joke is kind of genius.
Actually, meta. And then there's the running gag.
Ah, the joke that never dies. The example given was, that's what she said.
A classic. Still going strong somehow.
That's the familiarity, isn't it? Everyone knows the setup, the implication. Even if it's predictable, there's a sort of shared groan laugh.
Yeah, comfort in the predictability, almost. Okay, so let's get practical. How can listeners actually, test their humor safely?
Right. Dip a toe in the water. The episode has tips. First, start mild.
Good advice.
Use relatable, low-risk stuff like, I'm not a morning person, or an afternoon person.
Right.
Pretty safe, right?
Very safe. Unlikely to offend. Good for building confidence.
Then it suggests steal local jokes.
Ooh, blend in.
Yeah. Like, in the UK, maybe try that dry, sarcastic, brilliant, said no one ever.
Uh-huh.
Or in the US, the ultimate classic, hi, hungry, I'm dad.
Oh, the dad joke. Essential. Using local stuff shows you're paying attention, you get the vibe.
Definitely. And crucially, watch their reaction. This is key.
Read the room. Or the face.
Yeah. The episode says a polite little laugh might actually mean please stop.
Whereas a snort or a proper belly laugh.
That's your comedy genius signal. Gotta read those nonverbal cues.
Absolutely vital. And if it does bomb,
Who is?
just get silence.
The ultimate save. Another pro tip. Just deadpan too soon.
Haha, laughs. Yes.
Yeah.
Acknowledges the awkwardness, might even get a laugh for that. Shows you're self-aware.
Which, as we said, is often appreciated. And one more little tool, a listener hack.
Ooh, I like hacks.
Memorize one go-to joke for each major culture, like UK weather sarcasm, US a dad joke, Australia, something involving near-death self-deprecation.
Like a little emergency humor kit? That's actually really smart. Gives you a starting point.
Right. Okay, so to make this even more practical, the episode throws down a challenge. Listener challenge. Comedy Spy.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Spy missions.
3 missions. Mission 1, spot a dad joke in the wild. Like overhear someone say, I'm reading a book on gravity, it's uplifting, just notice one.
Mission 2, test your deadpan delivery. Find some genuinely boring news and just respond with, wow, thrilling, see what happens.
Laughs. Okay, I might try that one. And mission 3, roast yourself.
Bring it full circle to self-deprecation.
Exactly. Try something like, my cooking is fire. Literally, the smoke alarm agrees. See how that lands.
These are great. And they even shared a success story. Someone told a Brit, lovely weather for a fish. And
They adopted me. Hashtag humor win.
that's the goal.
Yeah.
Cultural integration through sarcasm.
So wrapping this up then, the big takeaway from the English with Confidence episode is, yeah, English humor can be weird.
It can be dry.
It can be painfully awkward sometimes. If you've been confused, you're definitely not alone.
But hopefully after this little deep dive, you've got a slightly better map,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
grasp of the rules, the variation.
Yeah, a few tools for the toolkit. And speaking of things that might seem a bit odd in English,
Uh-oh, where are we going next?
next time we're diving into why English seems to steal baby talk. You know how words like whittle become actual usable English?
Oh, wow. Okay. How seemingly childish words get validated.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's
interesting.
going to be, well, you'll have to tune in next time to find out.